And away they go. They're off and pacing, and Sweet Love and Lou was on the gate. He wanted to go forward. Tries initially to leave out of there. Down the center. Off to a good beginning as well is Dad. Next to him, Beachside Lindy into the top three. Stonebridge Bluff on hold a little bit right now. Fourth, that's Sweet Love and Lou as things settle up front. Stingray Dale gets away fifth to the opening turn. He's tracked by Captain Crave. Next to last is Corona Sealster Crazy Train is the trailer from eighth. It's Dad and Louis Waugh leading it two up to the first panel over Stonebridge Bluff. They're there in 26 and 4. Beachside Lindy third. Sweet Love and Lou at 1-9. He's settled in fourth for now. But as they straighten up in the backstretch, there he is. He gets his pedal pushed by McDonald. And in the backstretch, he is rushing up after leader Dad. So Dad's got company. It's the favorite, Sweet Love and Lou, sweeping up and by. It's Sweet Love and Lou to take over with Dad now second. Stonebridge Bluff third. Beachside Lindy the fourth one. Stingray Dale in fifth. He's two in front of Captain Crave. The last pair of Corona Sealster and Crazy Train. Sweet Love and Lou down to the half in 55. Heads into this turn towards 5/8, leading it just over a length to Dad. Stonebridge Bluff in third. Beachside Lindy the fourth one. Brought to the outside fifth is Stingray Dale. Two more lengths to Captain Crave. A break of 5 to Corona Sealster and a starting up Crazy Train. James McDonald and Sweet Love and Lou out to a length and a half lead on Dad, his closest rival. That one's two in front of Stonebridge Bluff. They're down to three quarters in 1:22 and 3. And it's Sweet Love and Lou into the straightaway, leads it two. Dad is right behind him, and he now angles to see if he can reel in this leader. Here's Dad on the outside, trying to close after Sweet Love and Lou, still leads it by a pair. Here's Dad on the outside, getting a bit closer, then Stingray Dale in behind him. McDonald calls on Sweet Love and Lou. Dad is inching closer. Sweet Love and Lou digs in for the Dreammaker score. It's Sweet Love and Lou over Dad and Stingray Dale in 1:50 and 4. Here's Dad on the outside, trying to close after Sweet Love and Lou, still leads it by a pair. Here's Dad on the outside, getting a bit closer, then Stingray Dale in behind him. McDonald calls on Sweet Love and Lou. Dad is inching closer. Sweet Love and Lou digs in for the Dreammaker score. It's Sweet Love and Lou over Dad and Stingray Dale in 1:50 and 4. After capturing the final of the Dreammaker. 2-year-old bay colt is by Sweet Lou out of the Some Beach Somewhere Damn Lover's Dream. Owned and trained by Dan Lagacy, co-owned by Brooke and Brady Lagacy, Edwin Bueller and Big Al Stables. James McDonald, the winning driver, 2 on the night for James. Sweet Love and Lou, perfect in 3 lifetime starts. Tonight, quicker again. Lifetime best, 1:50 and 4. It's Sweet Love and Lou to take the Dreammaker final. Congratulated trackside by Ms. Megan Walker, our Director of Racing, presenting the connections with the winning blanket after taking the Dreammaker.
Space down here, guys. All right, guys. Look in here, my way. Perfect. Thank you.
Either you or James, I don't care. James? Race number 8 is over, the Dreammaker final for a purse of $79,000, 2025, and I have the winning driver of Sweet Love and Lou. James, you know, it wasn't exactly the greatest of draws. You drew the outside, but, you know, it looks like he can pretty well race any way that you want to race him. Give me some 4-1-1 on Sweet Love and Lou.
Yeah, I've loved him since he qualified. I thought he was probably the best baby I'd sat behind. He's versatile, like you said. He doesn't love the front. He kind of is looking around and doesn't really know what to do. But when Louis' horse came to call and I asked him, he didn't want to let him by. So that's a good sign. And there's a lot of big money coming up, and hopefully he's primed and ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in a situation like this, I mean, with a guy like you got so much work in the mornings, and you go with so many horses. You must go with a few of them that you'd really like to be able to keep them, but you got to kind of turn them loose. Are you going to try to stay as close to this guy as you can?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's hard. You know, Randy, you qualify them in the morning, and you try and teach them a little bit and have them finish strong and brave. And So sometimes you're jumping off them and you have no idea what they're capable of yet. That's the case with Jack's filly. She's been racing great, won the Battle of the Bells. She's been an amazing filly, and it's just, you know, it's a great problem to have, but you can't go with them all. And I'm just lucky, like you said, to get Sweet Lovin' Lou, and hopefully I can stick with him for a long time.
Tell me a little bit about Danny Legacy, the trainer of this horse now. I mean, you've drove for him for quite a few years. He really does seem to be able to point a horse. He's able to break horses. He comes up with a lot of really, really nice horses. What's your thoughts on him as a trainer?
Oh, he's a great trainer. He does a great job. Every year he turns up good babies, and a lot of times he's developed great horses that people don't even know of because he'll train them down and send them out. I think he developed Party Girl Hill and a few others, like Allywag, I believe he had early, and so he pops them up, and it's good to see him keep one of his own. You know, and he does a great job. The first start, I raced him on the lead, and I was kind of, well, Dan, you know, I didn't think he was quite as good as I maybe thought he was. And then he goes, well, you know, I was pretty easy on him. And then he trained him up for the second start, and that was when I come first up, and he was just dynamite. So he knew he knows how to prep them for the right time, and we're just getting started with him.
Okay, now we're going to miss you for a few days. We're going to lose James McDonald for a few days. You're going to have a few fans probably crying in their, crying in their hands there. You're heading down east, heading down to Prince Edward Island for the Gold Cup and Saucer. You like to go down there, this time of the year, and what, you're going to go down for maybe, a few days a week?
Yeah, going for 5 days. I missed it a few years back, and then I told my mom and dad I'd never do that again because I was miserable all week up here. It's my favorite time of the year. You get to go home, see a bunch of family. My little guy comes with me, and as much as I love horse racing and it's my world, you only get one family and one chance to watch your son grow up. So I don't take it for granted, and I make sure I make time for him and us, and we're just gonna have a blast next week. So sorry I won't be here, but I'll be having fun.
Well, best of, have a great time down there, you and Griff, and congratulations on Sweet Lovin' Lou. Keep up the winning. James McDonald, winner of the Dreammaker Series in 2025.